y'all ready? Let's get into it. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Sensational Locks, and in today's video we're gonna talk about what everybody wants to know. Okay, we're gonna talk about how to grow strong, healthy, natural hair. Okay,
now this is just an introduction before we blow your mind.
and this is for loose and locked people alike. All of these tips are universal, and this is just what you would need to do, like on a minimalist level, in order for you to grow strong, healthy hair. Okay, first things first, you need to keep your hair moisturized. Think about it, y'all. I hate to go there with y'all, but we all know it. Like, our bodies are what, 75%, 80% made of water, just liquid. And so with that being said, we obviously need water to grow, and so our hair is going to be the same way. So water is the ultimate moisturizer. You need to make sure that you got yourself a spray bottle and that you are keeping your hair moisturized as needed. That might mean that you need to spray your hair a couple of times a day, maybe somebody else, maybe every other day. It depends on what you need in order to remain moisturized. And then you got to keep in mind, what type of water are you using in your hair? Some people are using tap water, and your water might be better quality than my water, but you know, if you want to check that, I'm sure you can get on to your local site and figure out what your what all of your levels are. I don't know all of that. What I do know is that all of the tap water and stuff has minerals and all of these other additives that are put in there so that it is safe for us to drink. But that sort of stuff actually breaks down your hair follicles. Minerals break down your hair follicles. So what I suggest, or what I have been doing, is using distilled water, which does not have any additives in it, or using rose water, which I actually prefer to use the rose water in a spray bottle, because I like the aroma, and I've been making my own my own rose water as well. Next, you need to find the product that works for you. So for my loose people, I know y'all, I've been there or whatever. When I was loose, I was always trying to think, what can I put in my hair to make it slip so that I don't have to deal with my kinks or whatever, because you know, I got that 4C nappy hair. And so what I found was that I was just like overloading my hair with a bunch of different products, and it wasn't really benefiting my hair. I didn't see any change or any growth with it. And so I stopped doing that, and I started researching. Ding ding ding, that's another thing you got to do. I started researching what different like natural oils and butters do for you, and so I found that I like the African raw shea butter, just in the yellow form. And when I was loose natural, that worked for me really well. I would use that in conjunction with Jamaican black castor oil, and I found that my hair really flourished off of that. And I incorporated some of those same things into my locked hair. Now, my locked people, I don't recommend you using shea butter or coconut oil in your locks. The reason why is those things solidify, especially when it's cold. So if you are a locked natural, then you might want to find the oil that's going to work for the best for you. I don't recommend conditioners, because if you know what a conditioner does, you know that's a detangler. But you can condition your hair, moisturize your hair deeply with oils. And so you know, there's a whole bunch of different oils. You hear all the things about it. We got castor oil, vitamin E oil, freaking jojoba oil, tea tree oil, you know, all of those different oils that people were using. They are great, but they all serve a different purpose. And so it's important not to just be overloading your hair with a bunch of different oils or a bunch of different products that aren't going to mesh well together. Find you 1 to 2 oils that work best for you. I find that I like thick oils, and so I use olive oil, and I brought over my Jamaican black castor oil, and I use that, you know, as needed. As I feel like my scalp is dry and my roots need some additional moisture, then I will add my oil, but the staples are going to be that water for the moisture. Next, don't over manipulate your hair. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Over styling your hair, or just retwisting too often, interlocking too often, whatever maintenance that you do. If you do it too much, you're doing too much, and your hair is going to reflect that. your hair might start to thin and you might cause traction alopecia. Lord, I've been there. Especially when I was a loose natural, I was doing way too much to my hair, and it's the part of the reason why I decided to lock it, so that I could really leave it alone and go down a minimalist sort of approach with it. But don't over manipulate your hair, and don't let others do it. If you like, and use your common sense, guys. Like, really, you got to think about things. If it don't feel right, then don't do it. Next, take supplements and drink water. Now, for my ladies, I recommend taking maybe a prenatal vitamin or a multivitamin. I recommend the prenatal vitamins over the multivitamins, just because they have a heightened level of some of the nutrients that you need, because they're preparing you for motherhood. Even if you are not, attempting to get pregnant, they are still a really good source. Okay. Or you could take biotin directly. You could take the hair, skin, and nail gummies. Those are actually like really tasty, so you might get addicted. But just take yourself a supplement. Like, think about your life and what you're eating. If you're somebody who lives by the food pyramid and you're getting everything that's recommended every day, then do you, boo. Like, you're fancy. I like you. Your goals, maybe one day. But for someone like me, when I have Crohn's disease, and so I can't eat certain things, and so I'm not getting all of the nutrients that I would need from, just like vegetables and stuff, because it causes me pain. So I don't eat those things, and so I take supplements. Now, if you're somebody who's just a picky eater, what have you, I recommend you take supplements, because they really do help, and you will notice a difference in your hair and your skin and the way you feel, So my last tip, well, actually, no. Something else that you need to do is very important, is make sure that you are wrapping your hair up at night, or whenever you have some downtime or whatever. If I wasn't recording the video right now, I probably had my scarf on. I probably will record my next video with my scarf on, because I want to get my locks up and out of my face, and just, I'm resting now. And so whenever you have that downtime, whether you're loose or locked, make sure that you are wrapping your hair up to protect your hair. And especially at night when you are sleeping. If you don't have silk pillowcases, then you need to be wrapping your hair up in silk or satin, something with slips, so that you aren't getting caught, or in those your little bits of hair aren't, being pulled out. Last tip, most important tip, is that you need to be patient with your hair. Okay, I have been locked for 3 years now, and when I started, y'all, I literally started with like heat damaged hair, hair that was like barely there, and that's for loose or lock. Just be patient. There's nothing aside from what I said. Those things are really helpful, but your rate of hair growth is going to be your rate of hair growth, or whatever. And the only things that you can really do to help your hair grow, or to see that length, is to make sure that you are doing the things to preserve your ends. So I think those are all the tips I can think of right now that I have jotted down. But if you guys have any questions about that, make sure you put them in the comment box below, because I think I probably will do a part 2, because now I'm thinking of a lot more stuff, and I don't want to just be rambling. I want this to make sense. So I will see you guys in my next video. I thank you for coming by. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and you hit that notification bell, so you're not missing any of my uploads as soon as I put them out there. And I'll see you guys in my next video.